I hope she leaves you for that opinion.
That's staying in the shot. That's staying in the edit. That's definitely making the edit. Well, then we may just get a divorce for a whole other reason now.
I mean, I've been wanting it, but not like this.
Not when it's your fault. You intended on being on me.
100%.
Yeah, no.
I'll find a way to make this on you. Just give me a little bit of time. I'll find a way. You're my scapegoat.
This doesn't sound exactly 100% healthy, but it is what it is, I suppose.
Yep, 100%.
Sounds good. Well, we can get to it, but we'll get to it in a minute. But the Fantastic Four First Steps came out. What a movie!
Did you watch it in IMAX?
I did not see it in IMAX.
Oh, that was a movie that I was like, why did I spend $60 to watch this in IMAX? But I'm happy I spent $60 to watch it in IMAX.
Okay, you got to unpack that in a minute then.
Really? You don't regret not seeing it in IMAX?
I mean, I guess it would have fit Galactus a little bit better in the screen. He wouldn't have been quite as hunched over.
Trust me. Full erect Galactus when you watch it in IMAX.
I'm sure, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Of that, I do not doubt.
Puts Mr. Manhattan to shame.
Oh, wow. Okay. Big swinging purple penis instead of blue.
Mm-hmm. You see, you only see that in IMAX. When you watch it in standard, they actually cut it out. Mm-hmm. But when you see it in IMAX, it's like, boom.
It's there.
So he devours planets pantsless. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
It is the only way that it can happen. He is the devourer. Well, actually, again, it's the name of his penis. A lot of common misconception, actually. It's not he that is the devourer.
So my question to you is, why was Fantastic Four 2015 better than this one?
Oh, buddy. Okay. I'm going to say this. Okay, I guess we're getting into it. Okay, I'm not going to say 2015 was better or whatever the fuck it was. When was Silver Surfer in the first one?
2000. It was the second one, but 2009, I think.
Around there? Okay. I got to be honest with you, pal. I did not love this movie.
Really?
I did not love the movie.
Oh my god! Typical AJ. Typical AJ. Why?
I'll be honest. I mean, one, the pacing was kind of like all over the place for me.
You are literally the first person I've heard say that. I've heard so much praise about how the pacing's great.
Really?
Yes.
No, I mean, I respect other people's opinions. They're wrong, but I mean, okay, just first example, the first like eyebrow raise I had when watching the film, you know, I guess it was just how suddenly and yet how undramatically Silver Surfer came into play. Like, I was looking forward to Silver Surfer. I think she looks cool. But it's like
the way introduced.
They're walking into the room. They're like, okay, let's go. Let's call it a night. And then all of a sudden, it's like out of nowhere. It's not like no alerts. It's like a little quick beep, 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 and all of a sudden she's there. Instead of like, I don't know. I just felt like there could have been a little bit more of a a dramatic buildup, I suppose.
That I think because you're too attached to 2009's Fantastic Four.
Hold on a second. I'm going to take my pants off as we talk about this. Go on.
You're going full Galactus. Let me set myself in IMAX mode.
There we go. Yes, please.
So,
YouTube and Spotify viewers, this is your chance.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to say. You're too attached to that dumb movie, which I recently watched. I literally watched it like 3 days before I watched Fantastic Four.
An interesting choice.
I watched both. I wanted to make sure I watched all three before I watched, this one to compare. Because
I commend your spirit.
You have old person vision. Back in my day, my Silver Surfer used to marinate the planet with salts and peppers.
Back in my day, Silver Surfer was a silver Ken doll.
He surfed around the fucking planet for about 10 minutes. You don't see him. I'm talking about your version, the one you like.
Yeah, no.
And it's just like, what's that? There's just random holes showing up. What's that? And then like they got this Nick Fury ripoff that comes in. Then you get one of the worst dance unnecessary sequences ever in a movie. I don't know if you remember
I
that. There's
don't
that.
remember what you're
There's
referencing.
a
No.
unnecessary dance sequence in Fantastic Four 2.
You're sure you're not talking about Spider-Man 3?
No, I'm talking fucking. That's probably where they got the idea from. If I'm being honest, I didn't even
Similar
connect the
era.
dots. The build up in that movie was lame.
Well,
First of all,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Yes.
thought the way they
Oh
introduced
boy.
Shalabao was fucking sick. I get what you're
What?
saying about the little alarms setting them
It
off,
was a
but I
little
mean,
quick.
you're also like, the smartest man in the universe. Do you like he had something that detected it right away? And by the way, they did hint to it beforehand. He was
Sure.
like studying stuff, and they're like, "Oh, there's some noises coming from space." So
Yes.
you already kind of get that little
It's a
tickle in
cute
the
nod.
nipples,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know.
My testicles are like, oh, we're feeling
They're
ticklish
just
right now.
they're a little tickly.
Of
But then
course.
how she shows up and how she just like warns everyone.
It was
That's
almost cool.
no, it was cool,
It was
AJ.
almost like a foreboding message, but it was like, I think it was just like, oh, stuff comes from the sky, she's there, and then she's out.
She leaves.
I did like
That's
how
what she
like
does.
they kind of remade the Fantastic Four Silver Surfer movie for a moment, where like Johnny goes after her for a moment,
Well,
and then
that's a
falls
classic.
to the earth,
That's a classic comic panel. They didn't take it from the 2009. Let's get it
Sure.
straight.
Well, I mean,
That,
they did the same thing
they're
in this
getting it
movie
from
that
the
they did
source
in the
material.
old movie.
They're getting it from the source material. You can only
I get
show
it. And
Xavier
I like
Magneto's
that part.
backstory so many times.
Right. No, and I like that part. And honestly, I was actually also impressed that both this movie and, to reference Superman for a moment, 2025, they both
not talking about
started.
that movie.
Well, let's just go. Let me just say this. I liked that both movies started with an established universe. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
these characters had been around for some years. I think
4
Fantastic Four
years.
was 5 years, 4 years. Okay,
4 years.
How convenient. 4 years.
Yeah.
4 fantastic years. And then
Yes.
I think they say actually in the movie too in the beginning.
They do in the beginning.
And Superman was 3 years of him being Superman, which great. But anyway, I like that scene where he chases after Solid Ball. I thought that was actually kind of cool. She speaks to him in the language. He falls to Earth. Blah 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 blah. I have to say though, I don't know. I felt like this movie went super fast and accelerated, and then came down to screeching halts. But that being said, there are moments that I really do appreciate, like the emotional
God.
moments, the few emotional moments you get in this movie. Like when, I guess just spoilers, just fuck it.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, spoilers. We don't respect you. We're gonna spoil the movie.
If you haven't seen the movie, watch it. Come back to this episode.
They all
We'll see.
die. Galactus dies. Fantastic dies. They're all dead. There.
Absolutely, 1,000%. What was I gonna say? Okay, yeah, like so emotional beats. Let's talk about that for a moment, because that's where I really want to praise the movie. Like when Mr. Fantastic is like sitting down with his son and like talking to him of like, hey, like I hope the most that you don't end up like me. I think was actually awesome because he's so burdened by knowledge. Which I'll say this, Pedro Pascal, I think he did a really good job as Mr.
I think
Fantastic.
so too.
To the point of where not only did he A, look like him, obviously, but B, I think he held the burden of being so intelligent, quote unquote, very well. It was to the point of where, like, the whole time I was thinking, like, I cannot think of the last time I've seen Pedro Pascal this somber throughout an entire movie or show. Like,
Yeah.
he's very different in this movie, which is great. He's being the
like-
character, which I think is really cool.
Just to piggyback off that a little bit, I
Sure.
like the fact that they're all kind of smart in their own way. Like they
Yes.
didn't just make him the smart guy, and they show that he's still clearly human. That doesn't know, even though he knows everything.
I
He
don't
doesn't
know if
know everything.
I don't know if Invisible Woman did anything. Whatever her name is. I
Okay.
don't know if she did anything intelligent. I
Why?
don't.
Because she's a female.
I mean,
Because she's a pregnant female.
I didn't make the movie.
Damn.
I didn't make the
God
movie.
damn,
Okay,
AJ.
hear me out,
God.
bro. You got Ben.
Pregnant ladies, right off the list.
I'm 2 for 2. All right, sounds good.
You're coming in hot.
So, okay, hear me out. They did not give her much to do besides being pregnant until obviously that, I mean, there's one awesome thing that happened, kind of awesome thing that happens, but otherwise with Invisible Woman. But otherwise I was like, that's it, Suze? Okay. But I mean, okay, so Ben is the pilot. He's like a great engineer. You got Johnny Storm, who is like a cool decoder apparently in this movie. I loved what they were able to do with him. I think easily Ben and Johnny were my favorite characters of the entire film. Easily free.
I think for most people would say the same.
You're
I
calling
I
me a
def-
filthy
I
commoner.
I definitely think both of them were amazing. I liked Ben a lot.
Very
The
charismatic.
Thing.
I mean, I think also speaking of Ben, I feel like his kind of storyline with that nice Jewish girl kind of went absolutely nowhere. Aside from I came here to see you, and then you don't see her again for the rest of the movie. Which I
Yeah,
mean, you
they
know,
released a deleted scene. I don't know if you saw that. It's
no.
like it's him on a dating show. I think that would have helped a little bit more to
Oh,
kind of show that he was maybe a little lonely.
so they're making excuses. Okay, sounds good.
So I guess I feel you on that little part, that little insignificant part.
I mean,
But
it was.
you're a bad man.
I'll say this:
You
I liked that he was going to have a thing with her. I liked that, and sure enough, if they make a second movie, which they probably will, then they'll probably further establish that relationship. But I mean, it went absolutely fucking
It's
nowhere.
not gonna happen. Doomsday, end of the multiverse, all that fun stuff.
That's cool.
That bitch is dead. She's dead. They're
But
actually recasting her with a mannequin. She's so dead.
why don't we talk about something else we liked about the movie? You go ahead. You
Well,
go.
you're wrong
Okay.
because the pacing in the movie was really good.
Mm,
You're so crazy to say otherwise.
I
You are.
really can't say so.
This is one of the few times where I feel like you're in the minority
Oh
because
wow. Okay.
I'm telling you, a a lot of like YouTube reviewers I see who do judge Marvel movies hard when they're shitty.
Sure.
Some of them have completely refused to watch the TV shows now because it's just been
Wow.
really bad, and they're praising this movie for the pacing. It's amazing. Now I will say that Galactus could have done a little bit more. I mean,
Yeah, just the
I,
biggest, one of the
but
biggest bads of the Marvel
here,
universe.
he's not because he loses all the time. He's actually not. You're
Okay,
not a nerd.
fair enough. Hey, wow, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, I think.
So you're wrong. That's not true. He's actually very beatable.
Okay,
I
okay,
just think because we grew up thinking he wasn't, but he was, or
okay.
he is very beatable. But it's weird. I'm on this weird in between because I did think he was perfect. Like I thought the actor played him perfect. I thought he looked amazing.
Great actor.
I thought the ship that he was in was fucking odd. It's like this is CGI. It's
It was
crazy how
scary.
good the
It was
CGI.
very scary looking.
And
I like that.
even the way he was like walking around the Earth, New
Hmm.
York. I think they're in New York. Um,
New
and that was
York-ish.
great. Like I thought every scene he was in was perfect. I just thought they could have had him do a little bit more damage.
Yeah, I mean, he almost did nothing. Yeah.
He was basically like an Attack on Titan, just really slow, just kind of walking around destroying buildings.
Oh yeah. If Mikasa was up in that, his back would have been slashed a long time ago.
So that's my thing. I think every scene he was in was amazing. I
Okay.
just think that they did nothing with like to show how menacing he could be. All they really
Yeah.
showed was the machine destroy the planet. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, the second act was the best act of like easily the best act of the movie. Like the whole space scene.
I liked that. No, yeah, that was fun. That was I like the entire way of like them going to Galactus. I was in. I was hype. I was nervous. I was scared. It was like this gigantic, huge, ominous ship in the middle of space out of nowhere that apparently they have light speed travel for, which was cool too. And I thought that was super cool. I was like down for it, and him talking to them and saying about like how necessary he is as like to the universe because like it's like what is it? He's like more of like a natural occurrence, a natural necessity of the universe than he is an actual person to a certain
Correct.
extent, which is kind of cool. I like that. It kind of removes the emotion from the character. He's a mindless, not mindless, but he
He's
does what he
like
has to do.
he's not in the sense of being, balancing out, but he's like a Thanos. He destroys so life can kind of keep creating. Like that's the whole point. He's a necessary evil, I guess you can say, of the universe.
Yes, which I
That
think
that
they
is what
probably
he's like.
could have capitalized on a little bit more in this film. I think you explained better than the movie did, to be honest.
I was
But I agree with you.
honestly, I yes. You should. I'm always right.
Of
Um,
course.
But I was surprised they even said any of his backstory. Like they didn't say a lot, but I am
Yeah.
surprised they were like, he's from another universe or from I think they say from a different universe. He's 10 billion years old. But I do like how Reed is like in a panic. Not in a panic, but you could see he's flustered and he's kind of like it'll take 10 years to figure out what the fuck this mofo is. And
Yeah, just to find out what he is. That's so
how
cool.
great was the scene? And I felt it. I think this was like Pedro's, even though he's kind of a little overplayed now.
Mhm.
Um, a great scene is when they're like, "Just tell us, are we safe?"
Yes.
I don't know. I'm like, "Oh my
Yes.
god, we're all gonna die."
Hell yeah. I love that. No, again, there are. I'm going to be honest. I rate this movie like a 6 to 7 out of 10, like easily
You're
6 to 7.
bad. You're a bad
It's an
man.
easy C, C
You're a
plus.
bad. So here, I actually was asked this, and
Okay,
you have, your reasoning is terrible. So
this is where we
I don't.
fight. Go on.
You've upset me to my core because
Good.
this is like Marvel's back.
Let
But
me have it. I
I,
want
I,
it to be back. I want it to be back. I don't think
no,
this
it
is the
is.
answer.
It is. No, it
I
is.
wanted it to be the answer.
Go and watch your campy Superman. Okay, just
Watch
go and watch your campy
all sorts
Superman.
of episodes of this
Okay.
show and hear me gush and fanboy out about the
Mm-mm.
MCU. I have given myself to the MCU for over a decade. Free.
I'm calling bullshit because we started this podcast
Mhm.
during Eternals, and you've done nothing but shit on the MCU since Eternals.
That's not true. God damn. You're a mad tyrant. What was your point? I'm sorry. I totally
Okay.
interrupted you.
I'm giving the movie an 8.5, and
Whoa.
the only reason I'm not giving it any higher is because I think Winter Soldier is 9.2, and I still don't think there is any movie that's better than Winter Soldier. And I don't think Winter
Wow.
Soldier is a perfect movie. So that's why
9.2.
I'm giving it an 8.5 because Winter Soldier is 9.2.
So point 0.7 less. Okay, I
Yeah.
almost feel you on that, but
Hmm.
I think you need to downgrade that at least
No,
one and a
I'm
half
telling you,
points.
you are literally in the minority.
I'm fine with that. But I
No,
did
you
see
shouldn't
Rotten
be.
Tomatoes. It has it
Mm-mm.
like in like the 90s. I think it's like
Yeah,
85%
you're one of those
fresh.
you're one of those haters that kind of fuck up the curve.
Hey, I'm so if Google asks me, I'm gonna thumbs it up because I want Marvel to keep making
I
movies.
oh,
But I just
the
don't think
back.
this was the answer.
No, you're full of shit.
Can I say I it took me some time to realize it, but I did not care for Mr. Fantastic's plan as far as avoiding or beating, quote unquote, beating Galactus. Like it was kind of Looney Tunes ish. Like, okay, we can't beat him, so let's just teleport to a different area of the universe, which I can kind of get with. But also, as soon as they're able to accomplish that, boom, it's done. Like, so it's like, what was the point of everyone doing that at all for it not to pay off at all? For us to have
To
another
show
CGI
that
baby scene like the Flash at all? To then the only thing that they do to trick Galactus is a little switcheroo of a baby cradle, a baby like a baby carrier, and that's it. That and all Johnny does is fly him to the penthouse. Like that's it. That's how they outsmart like one of the most dangerous
he's
beings
just
in the universe.
he's just hungry. That's he don't care. He's
He's
not a
just
smart
hungry.
man. He's just hungry.
He
And by
just
the
wants his
way,
baby.
I should just let you know that
Hmm.
plan didn't work.
It did
So
not
you're
work.
right. So you're right.
It was fucking annoying.
It did not work, but I do think the whole teleport thing, it, it, I I'm pretty sure that's going to be a setup for Doomsday. Like I really feel like he's going to use those
Sure,
same
sure,
things to open up like a multiverse portal. So I think that was unnecessary. Again,
completely,
yeah, the way
completely.
the teleport thing, I get it. Like he could have been defeated a different way.
Oh, no, I didn't mind them sucking him into a black hole. I actually kind of liked that. It was like, okay, what can you do to like this ominous, all powerful being? Suck him into a black hole. I can live with that. But
Okay.
it was just a little silly that the whole plan they had, this grand, let's get all of Earth together on this same idea. We're going to all sacrifice using energy for one
Okay.
common goal to save us all.
To
To it all be destroyed in a matter of seconds. It's like, what the fuck was all that
but then
about?
that goes back to the Silver Surfer doing the Silver Surfer things. You
Which
would
I like
prefer the
her.
Silver Surfer to just put some holes in the planet, put some salt and some garlic powder on it. Is what you said when we started. That's what you preferred.
Absolutely.
I think my only negative to the movie,
Yeah.
besides there were some CGI that was just a little wonky.
No more CGI babies.
It's yeah,
That's the
but you
hashtag.
figure it's difficult to have a baby do what you needed to do, like a real baby.
I
So
mean, they've done it for decades in cinema history.
yeah, but this isn't the other babies aren't all powerful babies. Although this
Fair
baby
enough.
really didn't show anything all powerful.
You're right. You're
Um,
right. You're right. I'll give you
my
that.
my my only not complaint but negative feedback to the movie was there should have been a little bit more Silver Surfer.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that was something that was, it reminded me of Fantastic Four 2 from back in the day, like the 2009-ish movie, where it's just like, I really enjoyed like the first 20 minutes of that film. And then after that, I really do not like that movie, the older movie. I really
Yeah,
do not like it after the first 20, 30 minutes, at most. And then it's the same, not the same exact reason, but they did something very similar in this film to where they just don't give them enough attention. They don't give them enough time. And she was like one of the coolest parts of the film for a minute. But and I guess that's what also leads to my frustration is that she talks about like how she controls Galactus, like she basically is like the giver of destiny, if you will, and it's just Galactus that doles it out. But they don't really even show that necessarily. At least in my opinion, I don't feel like they did.
you're saying like they didn't show him give her the powers.
They didn't. I feel well. She, from what I remember, she claims that she is the one that basically directs him into where to go. But
Right.
we don't really get much of that. I felt like that was another like thing that was mentioned, but doesn't actually really ever happen. Like there was no inclination that she was the one that showed him to Earth. She was the one to show him to all places. They just briefly explain, oh yeah, everywhere that she's gone, these planets disappear
That
or are
that shows
ultimately
it.
destroyed.
What do you
That
mean?
says it. It doesn't really
What do
show
you mean?
it.
You want a montage? You want a montage of her going to different planets? Galactus. This is it. That's
This
what
the
you're asking
bitch.
for. That's what you're asking for.
Let me
You
explain
want a
it this way.
montage?
Let me
No,
compare
I
it
know
this
what
way.
you're saying.
No, let me compare it this way. It's a similar gripe that you and I had with Love and Thunder, to where you get this awesome ultimate villain like Gore the God Butcher, and he's like the news is forecasting or not forecasting, they're reporting he has killed all these gods and blah 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 blah, these ancient giant beings, and all you get is like you just get told that it's happening. You don't get to see any of it that happens.
You see Galactus do it.
Maybe
All
once.
all she does, but that's all you need. Like the way they showed it was all you needed.
This movie was a disappointment.
All of your complaints are invalid.
I'll say
I think-
this. Between the
Dang.
two, Superman lived up to the hype. This movie, unfortunately, did not for me.
You're
personally.
crazy. I thought this movie was so much better than Superman.
Really?
So much better than Superman. And don't get me
No
wrong,
way.
Superman was amazing. I had really no negatives about it. I'm just saying between two great movies,
Mm-hmm.
this one was greater. That's all I'm saying.
Really? I
Yes.
wanted it to be. I really wanted it to be.
No, it really is though.
Really?
You are just a bad man. I hope that the next time you see that movie, you're like, you know what? I was a retard. And I said it. Don't bleep me out. Everyone and anybody who's listening agrees.
Yeah.
You are a hard reward. You know what I'm saying? I only get one. I only get one.
You
so
get, yeah,
so
you get one. The rest
that's
you censor yourself.
that's why I
That's
censored it.
commendable. Yeah, respect. I'm being heavily insulted right now, but I respect it.
You
Your
are
self-censorship.
crazy.
Really? I mean,
You are
hey,
crazy.
come at me in the comments at BeerBellyPod wherever you do your
Oh,
socials.
I'm gonna
but-
hate comment the shit out of you.
alienating
Yeah.
another community.
You're crazy. This is Marvel's back.
What?
This is Marvel's back.
I mean, it was fun. I think the cast chemistry was great. And let me just say this. I want to celebrate this before I dare trash this movie more. I loved the chemistry. Like, I loved the chemistry. And I actually really think every actor played their own character of the Fantastic Four very well. Like, I believed all of them in being who they were. I thought it was actually really great. It's just the story itself and the events of actually what happened were a little laughable in my opinion. I
You're a
I, I
retard.
loved like the first maybe. Well, actually, no. I thought it was a little slow in the beginning. Maybe like the, I guess the middle of the movie, like a half an hour in, I really think the movie picked up really well. And then once I don't know, once I realized that nothing was really happening of any substance, I don't know.
Okay. I
I look forward to seeing it again though. I will see it a second time in theaters.
to kind
Absolutely.
of piggyback off that a little bit. I was recently talking to a family member who like loves Turn Your Brain Off. I just want to see fantastic, not Fast and the Furious, just
Oh
nonstop
Jesus.
action.
Oh Jesus.
And that sounds like you right now. And I told him, you know, because he heard from someone else that they didn't like it because there was barely like any action. I was like, you
Mm.
know what? It's true. There really is not that much action. I mean, out of
Yeah.
that 2 hour movie, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, there's like actual action.
Mm.
Um, so maybe you fit with that learning disability group.
Perhaps so. Perhaps so. Jesus God. Again, there are things that I think were really well done, like Susan Storm.
Like the credits.
For as little as they give her to do up until the last 15 minutes of the film, like like I love the way that she combats Mr. Fantastic, her husband. Like I really like that. Like to where she's like, what did she say? Like sometimes you being you hurts me the most. Something like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, that was a dagger. And I loved like those moments where characters are actually just talking to each other. Like again, I didn't necessarily need the action. I just felt like the overall plot didn't really have much substance to it at all. And the payoff for it was unfortunately lackluster in my opinion as well. But again, the character to character moments I thought were really cool. I love that Johnny and Ben loved being the best uncles ever. I love that there was marriage conflicts between Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. I really did like that stuff. It's just like their fighting and stuff like that was really cool. And I feel like Mr. Fantastic was pretty cool, but also I don't know. I don't know. I feel like maybe he was almost as dumb as the Mr. Fantastic we got as John Krasinski in in
I wouldn't
Multiverse of
say that.
Madness.
I wouldn't say that.
Almost as dumb.
I actually watched that movie like 3 days ago,
Oh wow.
and I would wouldn't go to that extent, but
Okay.
yeah. But that's what
Oh,
I said. That's what I said I liked about him because this one felt a little bit more human to me.
sure.
When the multiverse of madness one, he seemed a little bit more arrogant to me.
Yeah, yeah, I could get that because he's already a part of the society and all that.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like he thinks he knows what he's talking about. And in my opinion, in this one, you do know he's smart. You like they
Yeah.
clearly show he is. But again, to me, I still feel like he it also shows he's human. And even though you're the smartest guy on the planet, aka the room, um, it doesn't mean you know what to do. It just means you're the smartest guy.
Yeah, no, I
There's more
agree.
than just smarts, you know?
Right. Yeah, there is more to it than that. And like he kept coming up with different ideas to try to solve the issue. And I definitely agree. The scene that we got in the trailers where it's like, you know, are we safe? I don't know. I thought that it still hit heavy when I actually got to see it in motion during the movie. I did think that was cool. But it also led to another problem that I had with the movie is like, um, did they have to tell the people of Earth why why Galactus was still going to come. Like they
So
could have just not. They could have omitted that part. They could have just said, "Yeah, you know what? We tried to reason with him. He's unreasonable. He's coming no matter what. No matter what we do." They didn't have to sell themselves out and sell their baby out and make people want to say screw their baby. I just felt like they kind of outed themselves when they didn't have to.
so I would agree with you on that. Like he did he really need to say that? And I guess my only two defenses to that, and again, I think you are right for the most part. Like, was that even necessary to say anything? Was probably that they've always been honest to the people because this is a universe where
Mm,
Earth is unified.
yes, yes,
Like
you
there
are
are no
correct.
wars. Like they show Susan and all those panels where everybody's there.
Yes,
So that might be one reason. It's just they're all unified and they're used to just being honest.
sure.
And maybe he has a little bit of the tism and he doesn't know, like he doesn't have those social cues You know?
You know what? Nothing I've said is as bad as what you just said.
Maybe he doesn't have the social
He
cues.
doesn't pick up on social cues. Yeah, for
And
sure.
he just said it.
Yeah, I got it. You're making excuses for the character now, but fair enough.
But
I
no, I like
respect
I
it.
said, I agree with you. Like I said, I agree with you. I'm just trying to just point out that he might have the ism.
Fair enough. He's got something, all right. Oh boy, fair enough. Oh, it's hot in here. I should have bought a beer. God dang it! Holy shit! All right, all right. I will give you that. I think your boy is a bit of a dum dum for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's like, but I think you make a very good point in that. Yeah, they're kind of a unified like Earth. It's to the point of where even when Susan Storm says her speech as far as like, hey, like we've always been here for you and we will always sacrifice ourselves for you, to paraphrase, I like that speech. And I think what you just said further, adds to that.
Yeah,
So
because they're in a different universe. They're in 828. If that happened here, we'd all be dead. I ain't turning off my power.
no, no,
It's hot. I need my AC unit.
it's hot.
Fuck everyone.
I could
Fuck
save
everyone.
$300 of my AC bill during those peak hours, but not fuck that.
No.
Fair enough.
I'm literally gonna be the only apartment with their lights on, blasting music,
Bumping,
full blast AC. Fuck the police is gonna be played. you know,
Absolutely.
that's
that
the
would be
universe
true.
I'm from. Let that big bitch come to me.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to die cool.
1,000%, 1,000%. Like the water naturally is at like a good like 75 degrees, but you're gonna run cold ass water. I feel you, cold ass.
You ain't giving me no speech. I ain't saving the power.
Not the freezer, but the refrigerator will be set.
I'm gonna leave
to
the
0
freezer
degrees.
door open to waste more power.
It's warm. Come on, you gotta cool the air in the kitchen. Obviously. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll have more to say about this movie in time, but for now, yeah, it's like a good 6.57 for me, probably.
Oh my god.
But I respect your 8.5. I respect, and I look
I-
forward to seeing it again. I do. I think it'll be less of a slog now that I think it'll go by faster now that I've seen it, which I look forward to.
I think I figured it out. You have the tism.
Fair. No, I do not doubt that at all. Yes.
No, you do. No, I figured it out. It took me. I mean, I've known you for years, but it's taken me about 35 minutes to come to the conclusion that you definitely have it.
There's a condition involved, certainly. That sounds good. Well, before we go, an episode of Beer Belly would not be complete without John's apparently lovely words of wisdom for the week.
If you have a friend like AJ, be kind to him. He doesn't know what's going on in the world. He's a little confused. He's definitely dumb. He has a little bit of the RR, the RR. I don't know what that means. And but he does. But he does. He understands. And just go and send him all the hate comments because Fantastic Four is definitely top 10 Marvel movies.
Wow.
Top
this is
10.
crazy. Wow.
Top 10. And honestly, I really need to sit there and think about it, but I wouldn't doubt it if it ends up being top 5. But I got to sit there and think about it.
Holy crap. All right. Wisdom is with quotes on this one, everybody.
No, that's all the wisdom. Oh, you learned what a quote was.
How cute. Hey, everybody, gather round. He's learned.
Let's call him Mr. Fantastic.
It'll make him feel better. Get him the pajamas. He'll think he really is. Oh, God. All right. Well, if you'd like to leave those lovely or hateful comments, you can reach out to us with @BeerBellyPod across all your favorite social media. Links to everywhere you can find the show and us personally in every episode description. God damn it. And please do let us know. Not only did you or did you not, and what did you think of this Fantastic Four movie? But where does it rank as far as the other very exhilarating, lovely Fantastic Four movies that came before it? I will say that I think this is the best of the four so far, or so, at least from my memory.
That's
But at
not
the
hard to
same time,
compete.
it really isn't. It really isn't. But at the same time, let us know what you feel about this movie. Am I way off base? Is John just a typical fool, jive-ass fool? Let us know, please. What did you think about this movie, and what did you think about our takes? I would love to know about that.
Well, we all agree with my take.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Sounds good. It's a we now. All right. Sounds good. BeerBellyPod@gmail.com. Send in your questions and comments so we can respond to them. We'll see you next time. Video on Spotify and YouTube. Rate us 5 stars on your favorite podcasting platforms. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.